guys, it's Mooty here, and welcome back to part 2 of Pokemon Insurgence. Originally, I recorded this episode, and it cut off short. For some reason, XSplit decided just not to work, so we're like redoing this episode. We're totally going to forget the fact that I have a messed up past episode, but that's why there's such a huge gap. A way bigger gap than I intended there to be between this episode and the next episode. So that's just the nature of, recording things. So let's start. We left off getting a Pokemon. Well, we left off in the professor's lab about to get a Pokemon from what the professor there. I don't remember if they ever said they had a name. They probably do, and I'm just, not paying that much attention. So we're back in the professor's lab, and due to very high demand, very high demand, you guys wanted me to pick Bulbasaur as my starter. So we're gonna go ahead and pick up Bulbasaur, and we are going to nickname it. Last episode I was scrolling through the comments, and not last episode, but when I recorded this the first time, I think the person's name was Phoenixy. Pretty sure that was the name. So you're getting named after Phoenixy. And now we're going to have Damien pick his Pokemon. And what are you going to go for, Damien? Please tell me. They're going to pick, I think it's Squirtle, but I'm not sure. Test out our new Pokemon. So let's go. We have our first battle. And one thing that I noticed, you actually start off with a level 7 Pokemon versus a level 5, which just turns the battle in your favor even more so. So Delta Charmander, I believe, is a Ghost Dragon. So I'm actually just going to go for Confusion. It's really the only attacking move I can do. Because Baby Doll Eyes, I think, is only a stat lowering attack. And we kill him in 2 hits. It's probably the easiest battle you'll have in this game. So we defeated rival Damien, and now we are going to, I think now we go and do some auger things. Wow, you're a great trainer. You totally beat me. Alright, Mooty, here's the deal. I'm going to go head north into Shade Forest. At the northern end of the forest is a really large cave, and in the middle of that cave is the rare stone we're looking for. I'll meet you there, okay? So this is the first episode. We're actually going to venture out into different routes and possibly catch more Pokemon if I don't kill them. Damien rushed off before I could give him one, but I'd like you to have this. We get the Pokedex. We're so special. Index, it is the data collection of all Pokemon that I give to trainers. If you see a Pokemon, it will be registered in the Pokedex. If you catch one, the Pokedex will be full of data regarding that Pokemon. Anyway, now that you've gotten that, you should be all set on your adventure. Head up north to Teler Cave, deep in the forest. Be careful, and good luck. We're gonna need that, because I actually don't like the selection of Pokemon that we get in the first route. But I also know that if you talk to a couple people here, then some people give you things, so it's always useful to talk to people in the town. That's not giving. No, I accidentally clicked it again. So yeah, I'm literally just gonna run through this town really quick to see if I can get any free things from any of these people. Alright. Let's make this even quicker and just speed this up. Oh, whoop, and then I accidentally click it again. Okay. So there's nothing in that house. We already went there. I don't think we talked to this guy, but oh, Professor Sylvan there. That's the professor's name. Now we can go into here really quick and talk to these 2 people. Nothing useful. I know the person in front of the Pokemon Center does give you, I think, potions or Pokeballs, which useful. In this game, probably the most useful thing you can have is, potions. Because I'm gonna be spamming those if I want my Pokemon to live. Let's run into this house really quick. People call him the Augur, but that's not quite right. He's actually the second Augur. Kind of feel bad for Damien. Well, I don't feel bad for Damien at all. Let's talk to this person real quick. Nope. Don't really care what you have to say. This person, I'm an employee at the Pokemon. It's a convenience store chain that can be found in the top floor of Pokemon Center. It's an important place for any trainer to know. So thank you for this information. Why don't you take these for free samples? 5 free Pokeballs. So while we're here, because we have some money, we're going to stock up on a couple of potions and a couple of Pokeballs. Let's see. We have 3,000. Cool. A lot of potions, so we're going to grab 4 potions. I want to say we're okay with 5 Pokeballs for now, but honestly, you never know. So just maybe you're going to grab 2 extra, and we should be okay. Nope, we don't want anything else. And now we are going to leave here. Not sure if they actually healed my Pokemon. No, they didn't after that battle. So I'm going to go heal up Phoenixie real quick. We are going to rest her. It's probably him because most of them end up being guys. I didn't even manage to catch the gender of it. So let's talk to this guy. I don't know if he gives you anything. Oh, by the way, in this game you can buy clothing. If you go to the bottom floor right there, you get clothing. I don't really feel like talking to everyone in the center there, but onward we go. This is going to be our first route, and we do find a lot of items here. So there's some poke gear. Nothing here. But also, one thing I want to do is manage to talk to everyone here, because not every person is going to like automatically come up to you and talk to you just to battle you. And you might as well get the experience in. And I think in the beginning, it's actually pretty easy for this typing, because you see a lot of fighting types, and I think in the cave, when you get to the cave, you see just ground types and rock types. So you're not really at that much of a disadvantage. We get a bunch of experience and level up to level 8. And the first Pokemon we encounter here is going to be the Pokemon that we're allowed to catch. And if I kill it, hopefully I don't. And hopefully it's not useless. I think the last time I did this, we ended up seeing a Ghastly somewhere here. And we get a Pikachu. I guess Pikachu is going to be the first one here. So Tackle does less than I think Confusion will. So I'm going to see how much. Okay, perfect. If I get 2 tackles off, then I might be able to not kill, but catch this thing. Hopefully with not too many Pokeballs, because I don't want to end up wasting a lot on it. So we're going to try our luck here and toss a Pokeball at it and hopefully catch it. And then this way I can name it after one of you guys. By the way, that was so much easier than when I had to deal with last game. I think I ended up wasting like 5 Pokeballs just trying to catch a Weedle. It was not a good experience. So we are going, it's a female, so I'm going to end up naming it after Shizuka, so she can be our Pikachu. I did not mean to put a C there. There we go. So she will join us on our journey, and just in case, I was actually going to go run back to the Pokemon Center. I wish we got a Nidoran as our first one. Nidoran would have been so much cooler. So I'm going to just kill this thing for extra. I am not going to kill this thing because I'm going to get Parahaxed by freaking Pikachu. But that's also a good thing, though, about Pikachu's ability, is that just in regular fights, getting paralyzed off could literally be the difference between winning and losing a fight. So really quick, I'm just going to run back and heal up both my Pokemon. And I think for this game, I might just do my level grinding off cam, but you guys can let me know if you want me to level grind on cam and just kind of speed it up, I guess, at the end. I don't know. Just because it's really repetitive and boring, so I think I could just, like, kind of do a quick recap in the beginning of each episode. to let you guys know how much I leveled up each Pokemon. Just because, you know, we don't want a whole episode of me just level grinding because that stuff's tedious. That's literally like the dry stuff of this game that no one wants to deal with. I definitely took a wrong turn because that's going to take us back to where the Darkrai cave was, so we don't want to go that way. I'm just going to end up going in a weird direction. Let's talk. Okay. There are a lot of different types of Pokemon in the world. My favorite ones are bug types. Well, not mine. That's actually the problem with Kakuna right now is that he actually has attacks that are super effective to me, but I'm pretty sure it was Kakuna that had Poison Sting that almost killed me once, but I OHKO'd it, so it's not gonna be a problem for Bulbasaur at all. And I gained an entire level, and I learned Fairy Wind. So, that was great. We're gonna continue on. Also, if you haven't noticed, I'm kind of using a different mic this time around. And just... No! I barely stepped foot in the grass. Hi, Caterpie. Alright, really quick, we are just gonna go for Fairy Wind. And you almost die, and you lower my speed. And that was actually enough to make me slower than you. But Bulbasaur isn't really a fast Pokemon anyway, so I didn't really expect much out of it. But I think we can grab some more items here. And a battle. This forest is dangerous. It's not safe for kids like you. Well, thanks for watching out for my well-being. He's got 2 Pokemon. One of them's an Apom. I'm 2 levels higher than it. I'm just gonna go for Fairy Wind. We're gonna start with the sand attack misses already. That didn't do a lot. I might have just been better off going for Confusion because I think Fairy Wind is like low base damage. Okay, more, and this is where we miss. Okay. See, I'd bring out Pikachu, but I don't want Pikachu to potentially take some weird type of damage. But I have minus defense, so really quickly, I'm going to switch out to Pikachu, just assuming that he has attack drops, and not attack drops, but stat drops, and that's it. Of course, now you decide to attack. I'm just going to go for Thunder Shock. Okay, now, okay, Pikachu, just land this Thunder Shock and kill it. And that's going to be... Really? I don't feel safe leaving Pikachu in because it could be min-max damage. So I'm gonna switch back into Bulbasaur. If anything, it's free experience for Pikachu. Literally 1 HP away. Pikachu, you gotta step your game up. Could have killed it. I didn't mean to click Pokemon. But now we're just gonna go for Tackle. After you keep lowering my stats, but that's totally fine. Apom fainted. We get a bunch. This was only 1 out of the 2 Pokemon, but at least Shizu gained a level from that battle. I would send in Pikachu, but it's level 8, and I'm just like, attack drop. Okay, the attack drops I don't really care about. I just want to kill this thing. Okay, it's a 2-hit KO, and he's gonna go for Quick Attack. That did a lot more than I expected. Useless crit on my end. You almost gain a level. We're almost level 10. I feel like Bulbasaur is going to end up evolving pretty quickly. Right now, ideally, I would like to either use a potion or go back. It would be a lot easier to just go back, but I don't want to keep taking trips like back to the Pokemon Center. But I don't really know right now. I'm trying to see if there are any items lying around that I can just get because they're free. Got a lot of Pokeballs. I see you're encouraging me to catch some Pokemon. Let's talk to him. Alright. He's going to battle us. If it's anything like Mr. Kakuna guy over there, then I can literally OHKO with Confusion. But he's got a Patrat. But it's only level 7. So I'm really hoping it's not going to... That was a crit. Okay, I know I could kill with Confusion. But I'm definitely gonna have to use a potion next turn. We gain level 10. And just gonna send in Pit of. The thing is, okay, I'm gonna switch into Shizuka. I know she's got super effective Thunder Bolt Shock. The problem, okay, one level difference. I'm hoping Thunder Shock is gonna actually, okay, it does have for a super effective attack. Pikachu might actually get its own kill. I think Pikachu, almost, it was so close, but he's paralyzed, so you got some para hacks going. And this Pit of is definitely a lot less intimidating than I thought it was going to be, because it's literally doing nothing but growling me when I'm attacking it with Thunder Shock, so. A lot of experience for you, Pikachu. An entire level. And we learned Play Nice. It doesn't seem like a very valuable attack to keep. But one thing I'm going to do really quick before we get into any other battles is use one of my 12 potions. There we go. Now we're automatically better off. And we're going to continue going in this jungle. This forest. Just grab. I almost touched the item. I was so close to touching the item. See, I wish I could have. No, I actually don't know, because see, Ghastly was useful to me, I guess, kind of, but like the problem with Ghastly was that Ghastly has so many attacks that were just the same. As in, like, I didn't really get a lot of coverage with Ghastly, especially because Ghastly, I think the one I had in my last LP of Insurgence, I didn't even grab the item. And now I had the same problem happen where I walked away from it. That's just dumb. So we're going to kill the Nidoran with Confusion. But like the last time, my Ghastly, I think, had more attack IVs than special attack. And what ended up happening was that there was no point in like even having special attack. I did it again. I kept talking and I did it 3 times in a row. This is so stupid of me. Just kill it. Just kill it. It's literally, that spot is cursed. That spot is cursed. I just want the awakening or whatever is super potion. The super potion. Thanks. Alright, let's talk to this lady. Never mind, she's gonna battle me. She's gonna have no mercy on me, so we better watch out. She's got one Pokemon, and it's a Roselia. That's totally fine with me. That's not fine with... Okay, that's not that bad. I'm like, it's gonna do stupid amounts of... I'm perfectly fine with that. That was an easy amount of experience for Bulbasaur. They actually might gain a level. I do. I gain a lot. I literally gain like an entire level of experience there. And we're almost out of the forest. I just want to check. Yeah, there's nothing else here. So we're almost out of the forest. In that route, we ended up getting a Pikachu. This isn't a new route over here, but it will be in the cave. So right in this cave, we are exploring a new route. So whatever we encounter first here is whatever we can catch. Let's grab this Pokeball. So many free items along the way. It's perfect for a Nuzlocke. This guy's gonna battle us. We still haven't encountered a Pokemon, but it's like ground types and rock types, so we'll see. Rune Maniac Garen sends out a Machop, who's going to die to 1 Confusion. Yeah. Thanks. Alright, free experience. And what is it? A Geodude, I think. The problem with Pikachu's here is that Pikachu can't attack any of these things, so hopefully I won't need to actually bring out Pikachu, because that's literally going to be deadly. And we kill you, and we get a lot of experience. So Bulbasaur is almost level 12. Super fast leveling. And continue walking here. We still have... Okay, here's our encounter further out. Roggenrola. You know what this is going to be? This is going to be the type of Pokemon that I'm going to want to sack off as soon as possible, because it's disgusting and ugly. You know, I don't even know if I want to waste my Pokeballs on it. Thank you for hardening. Okay, literally that one attack is all I'm doing, and I'm throwing a Pokeball at it. I feel like after one Pokeball, I don't even want to waste anymore. So, let's go Pokeball. Everything wants to get caught today. I'm just having fantastic luck. Okay, we grew, and we gain experience for that. So, really quick, I'm going to go to the comments section of my last video and see who I'm going to name it after. Aren't you going to be a lucky person? You're going to be named after Roggenrola. It's a female name, so we're going to name you after... I can't even pronounce this. Elina. I wrote a T instead of a Y, but it's Y-E-I-N-A. There you go. Our beautiful Roggenrola name. So that's our encounter for the route. It's pretty underwhelming though. Not gonna lie. We actually almost made it a decent amount without encountering a Pokemon. So I know that I can go for a confusion and it's gonna kill it in like 2 hits. And this is the first time it actually gave the Pokemon confusion. And it hurt itself in confusion on top of it. But in order to save PP for that, I'm just gonna go for Fairy Wind here. And then I think we have to fight another rock climber up ahead. Like this guy. Aren't you a little bit young to be traveling with Pokemon? Not really. I don't think I am. Why? Do I look younger than I am? Oh, Tyrogue. I freaking love Bulbasaur right now. Right now I do. And then I feel like we might encounter not so fun times once we get up ahead to like the trainer school. I remember the trainer school. That was not fun because there was a glitch where or a bug rather, where the Pokemon that I had weren't healed after each battle, so literally I had to make it through there. Another confusion. I had to make it through there without healing, and somehow, by some miracle, I did. And I felt accomplished. Alright, 118 experience. This guy barely gave me experience. He thought he could beat me, but Bulbasaur is just way too strong. All we've seen is Roggenrola. I'm just gonna go for Fairy Wind this time. Let's go Fairy Wind. I can actually just go for 2 Fairy as long as I don't miss because of Sand Attack. You know, that means my Roggenrola might have Sand Attack, so literally all I'm gonna do is just Sand Attack them. Let's hope for hacks. Don't hit any of your attacks. And then we can continue running through the cave. We almost made it to the other staircase. Hey, look, there's Diglett. Diglett's freaking adorable. It's even cuter when I kill it. He did 3 damage to me, I think. I'm just gonna use Tackle. Diglett's so fast, though. Alright, bye, Diglett. So fast, but so frail. Alright. No! I was making so much distance before. Okay. We are going to just go for Fairy Wind. Just keep going for Fairy Wind. And you can keep going for Harden. It's not going to make a difference. Alright, bye. There we go. And I grew to level 13. I'm definitely going to learn Leech Seed. What do we want? Lowers attack. And Tackle. Tackle's pretty useless, though. Like, Tackle is usually the first move you kind of want to get rid of because it's useless in comparison to everything else. I don't want to learn Hypnosis, though, because that miss, I don't want that miss chance. So, oh no, I have to walk around. Okay, there. That's in such a sneaky location. Mooty, you're so slow. That took you forever. Anyways, I think that's the rare stone the mayor was talking about over there, over on the far right of the cave, and you can't miss it. And now we actually encounter, or rather overhear, a conversation by the cultists in which they want to, I think, assassinate the augur because they're evil people, and that's what they do in this game. This augur disgusts me. I could at least grudgingly respect the first one, but this one is just useless. He's practically brainwashed the entire region with all this propaganda that he's spread about himself. Have you heard how ridiculous some of it is? He was born of fire and lightning, and he rode Xerneas as a steed. The man's been augur for a year, and already the people are worshipping him. Well, we won't have to worry about him after today, will we? Or do we? Let's get going. So, we overhear them wanting to kill the augur. Now, what do you think Damien's going to do in this situation? He's definitely gonna run home and tell everyone the story, and I'm gonna have to run back with him, rendering this whole trip pretty useless. So, hope you guys enjoyed this trip. I sure did. We got a Rolla and a Pikachu along the way, so we end up getting transported back to Teler Town. And Damien is going to run into the I forgot, the town hall or whatever, and tell everyone what he's overheard. Hello, augur. He's Yearn, the second augur. It's nice to meet all of you. You have a very lovely town. What might be your name? My name's Damien, and my name's Mooty. And we're here to warn you that one of the guests here wants to kill you. Of course, Damien. You did exactly what I would expect you to do. It's a very serious accusation, Damien. I'm so sorry about this, sir. Damien, what are you saying? You're embarrassing us. You'll be punished for this. Actually, I wouldn't worry about it. He'll get enough punishment as is. And who might you be? We're cultists, and we're here to kill you. You know, this isn't a very effective assassination attempt if you're kind of just telling them that you're going to kill them. So, basically, we're going to battle over it because this is how we're going to solve our problems in this game. As long as we beat them in battle, they won't kill him here on the spot. And I guess won't embarrass us. So, we encounter our first battle against the cultist, and he's wearing like a Kyogre suit that I wish I could totally steal. Okay, so we have Skrelp. Now, kind of gotta watch out for this thing. I'm just gonna go for confusion. I actually really need to use a potion. I'm like, I didn't realize I was still low. I'm just like, let's just attack it. But I need to really use a potion right now. So we might as well use it while we're battling the weaker of the two things here. So whatever, he could go for bubble. My speed fell, of course. Basically, confusion should kill. Okay, kills. Now, I'm very tempted, very tempted to just bring out Rolla as the sacrifice. But I'm trying to preserve my Pokemon. I can't just go off tossing Pokemon here and there. I think this time I actually have to use my Super Potion just to get to full health. Super Potion, we'll go buy more later. So he goes for Leer, just in case, because I don't know what could carry. I could go for Leech Seed, I could go for Confusion. I'm just gonna keep going for Confusions. He goes for Water Gun. Since I'm Psychic Fairy, it's obviously neutral to me, but I'm doing so much damage to where it doesn't even matter. He has Leer and Bubble, so that clearly makes so much sense. So we didn't actually need the potion, but it was nice to just stay safe. And I grew to level 14, so Bulbasaur actually almost levels up, so we're very close. And this guy's clearly pissed off that we beat him, and he's gonna just like poof off, and we'll probably encounter him later in the story. Trying to kill me is one thing, but threatening innocent children, that's one strike too many. I'm sending the two of you to Helios City for your trial, although after that, I don't see a bright future for you. And then they say something, probably in Latin, that I can't understand or pronounce. So, they disappear. Why would they disappear and then Damien thinks they killed them? He's so clueless. Oh, okay, so he's just like, yeah, you guys did well battling. I just wanted to see how you'd do. You two are talented and responsible. Note the word responsible. He's actually labeling Damien as responsible, which is awful. I'd love to see the two of you again. From now, though, I should return. I have a trial to attend you. Thank you for hosting me. You have a very lovely town. Thank you for complimenting our town. I think your foster mother is going to have trouble making you stay if that's the case. Damien, this is your chance to go on an adventure. You got an invitation from the augur himself. Yeah, I guess you're right. In that case, I need to get going as soon as possible. All my friends have arrived at Midnatown and are training at the trainer school. Hey Mooty, why don't we race there? Midnatown's just on the other side of the cave where we went to earlier today, and we can learn how to battle and everything there. See you then. So basically, we're going to have to backtrack into the cave. But before we do that, we're just going to cut off the episode right here. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, feel free to leave a like. And as always, if any of you are commenting in the comment section, you have a chance to be named after one of my Pokemon in this series. So I love you all so much. Thank you for the support. And I really hope you guys have a wonderful day. And bye.